Welcome back to Stuck Inside Gaming's playthrough of Black Legend. In the last episode, we pursued getting Barend on our side as opposed to Berend, who is on our side directly. And managed to earn his trust through getting him a care package from the Graveyard District, which had food, antidote, which for some reason the cultists had taken to the graveyard. Not to dispose of. Certainly not. If you wanted to do that, just dump it in the harbor. And then had a hell of a time making the townspeople aware. That took way too long. So now we are going to, as I said, finish the game, because there cannot be that much left to it. I have a feeling from just how the game's vibing that... just how the game's story has been progressing, that the brewery will be our last stop for the most part. And from the comments I've seen, there is no epic cinematic ending, so I don't know what kind of ending we're going to get, but I've heard it's disappointing. So let's get to it.
Everyone accounted for?
Certainly!
Good. Ian said he's prepared to take you to the brewery.
Excellent.
You'll find him north of here at the docks. Don't keep him waiting too long, or his courage might abandon him.
Well, I mean, it's
Got one final gift for you. This crossbow has been at my side for many years. It has always brought some justice to these streets. But I believe it will serve better in your hands.
Oh? I believe I have one of those. I could be wrong. I don't. Not bad. Still, not as good as the 9-shot. However, if the ending to this game is not satisfying, then I may as well make it memorable. By making it hilarious. I shall garb myself in the garments of mine wives, and destroy the evil cult that burdens this town so. And also, as a result, I will take whatever piss out of the ending. You would think walking barefoot in a place as filthy as these would be, rather uncomfortable.
All here? Wonderful. I'll be ferrying you to the island of the brewery. The building has some docks for receiving ingredients. It's about as far as I have to take you.
That's perfectly fine.
Once you're in there, I will await either your return, or the screams of agony confirming that this is a stupid idea.
It most certainly
Prepare
is!
yourselves well, so we can all make it out alive. Once we depart, there's no going back. Even one trip carries enough risk as is. Ready to leave?
Oh, I am, because Berend happens to be my secret weapon, the way you've got him set up. Ah, the evil stench of villainy reeks within this place.
This is it. No turning back now. As the old city motto goes. Grant us our wishes.
I will grant something. I can't see in here, though. Oh. I don't seem to be damaging him. I'm not damaging him at all. Okay, that's what I figured. At least I can still keep him here. Oh shit. Hast thou ever been defeated by a man in a wedding dress? You have now! Ha ha! Robes of the Amber Walker. And that thing. Spear that once belonged to Antony van Leeuwen of the Grand City Council. The peculiar design reflects the creativity of the original holder, who proclaimed that every day he did not need to raise this weapon is a golden day. Reduce cost of catalyzing strike to 1 AP, catalyzing bronze restores 1 AP, and fully restores movement. Long robes that belong to fabric reeks of alcohol and carries multiple flasks of various chemicals and drinks. The facial cloth is drenched in antidote, hoping to stave off the terrible effects of the fog. But the holes betray that this property did not last to protect the previous bearer of these clothes. Taking damage automatically applies the evasion status effect on the wearer, restores 10% of max health at the start of your turn when having at least one stack of rubedo or citrinitas on you. But is there anything else here? Does not appear so.
You did it! You bloody went ahead and did it!
Certainly! I told
Don't
you
suppose
I
you
could.
got other business here? Let's get out of here then before the Mephistians arrive.
Not unless something else is
Let's
in
quit
here.
this joint.
Certainly! To Johann!
My fellow Mephistians, brothers and sisters of our glorious faith, your humble leader has a message for you. Today is a blessed day. Our Lord, Our Lady, has returned.
Wait, what? I'm
Let
right here.
us treat our guest with deserved respect. Please, O great Mephisto, make way to the council house, where your mark on this city first began. Let us discuss your greatest works of the past, and the ones that will bless our future.
Bullshit!
What on earth was that voice? Mephisto has returned.
Nonsense!
Best you report back to Baharend and your friends at the Gilded Claw. Looks like things are far from over.
Nonsense! They shall be over soon enough! I shall personally see to it. I'm sorry, my dears, but I must filth in this dress. Johann, we have issues. I won't dare say trouble, I am that. But we have issues.
Day comes when the fog is starting to lift. Now we have to deal with this situation. Damn it all!
I know, it's a perfect fit. Strange, isn't
That
it?
voice could wake the entire city.
Oh, that's what
Never
you
mind
mean.
the volume. I'm more worried about that bastard Mephisto finally deciding to return the moment we fix his mess.
Well, we
I
can...
don't like what he mentioned about future blessings. What good will escaping do if the man responsible is still around? Free to follow us and create his next source of misery.
Ah, see, that is where my sword comes
Recognize that
from.
voice anywhere. Can't mistake it. It's Benedict Baruch. Once in charge of city planning and religious affairs. Now a leader of the Mephistians.
Ah, so we finally found the head of
We
this
can
great
flee
snake.
now, but Mephisto will likely make a new brew. Probably twice as nasty, and now he's got an entire cult at his beck and call.
Not for long.
I've learned to see opportunities in every crisis. And sure as hell see one now. We have a group of incredible prowess. If anyone can take down Mephisto, it's them.
Me, you mean?
The invitation was to come to the city council building up at the Citadel. Can't recommend walking up there for the main gate. Place is bound to be swarming with Mephistians. Fortunately, you can access it through tunnels with this key. Had it locked off in case some poor sod lost their way and ended up in the Citadel by mistake, revealing this way of entry.
Okay.
It feels too much to ask after all you've already done for this city. But could you play the hero? One last time. So justice shines once again. I swear this ship will not sail without you.
Most certainly, sir.
Fear not. If Johan tries to leave without you, I'll come up to the Citadel myself and bring you his head. Nobody here is leaving without the heroes that made it possible.
Ha! And now let us go! Octavia! Mariose! Berend! Off to be the true heroes of this tale as a belch ruins that incredible speech. Damn it all. To the Citadel! It has finally come time. It's a pretty nice building design, though, I will say. And of course, gotta look around every nook and cranny for anything of use. Though I doubt there'd be much in the final boss area. But you never know. Now to eliminate the pesky mutts. Or not! Ah, silly dogs! The wind is howling, the moment is at hand. Beyond this point, there is no going back. Enter the council house and bring justice to its halls. Most certainly! Greetings, Mephisto! It has been a long time coming.
Enter, friends, enter. We must make room for our wondrous guest to shine bright. To receive this guest, I've donned my finest armor, befitting such a meeting.
And I have donned my finest gown.
My sight is not what it used to be. Come ever closer, so I may behold your faces.
If you can see beyond my veil, ha 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 ha! You wish to see my face? Then get a good look! I shall smite thee! It is time to end this!
Funny. My entire life I've spent trying to enhance my vision. How fitting that it at its sharpest when that life ends. But you knew such things already, didn't you?
I have seen many things.
Mephisto,
Oh. Well,
your judgment will not come from a council, but from those you've dragged here. Blade of fools, let your sins be forgiven, or let the retribution be swift.
opportunity awaits you. The fog is clearing, now past judgment. They who committed such sins have undone the act. Are they forgiven? What does this mean, though? They meaning the people in the city, or the Mephistians? Because I came in here to kill Mephisto. So on the grounds of forgiveness being I'm forgiving Mephisto, I'm gonna go with Mephisto is not forgiven, because that is not what my mission is. Oh. You're going to have me do this. Okay. Not how I expected things to play out.
Future.
Yes? Ah, so this is what you're having me do. Decide over from McGillis to everyone else. Congratulations on completing Blackwood. Okay, see, that's... Yes.
Your judgment. Your judgment. Your judgment.
And there you have it. I have beaten both different endings of Black Desert Online, or Black Legend. Excuse me. No. Yeah, I'm sure. So that was Black Legend. As I said, that ending was... I had heard that ending was very disappointing. Like, I didn't even know it would be so bare bones. Like, I think the only game I've seen with an ending like this personally was Requital, where it's just like, oh hey, you beat the final boss, congrats. The gameplay in and of itself is alright in theory, but they didn't refine it enough to the point to where once I had learned what the actual special moves of the game were, like the Blade Flurry and whatnot, I was pretty much cheesing the game. Once I had enough characters who had a heal ability, most of the time it wouldn't even matter how powerful the enemy was. The only enemy that could actually threaten defeating me was right there at the end, myself. And I was wearing a wedding dress for the whole rest of it, as you saw! I do like the idea of several of the classes, but I think a lot of the abilities need to be tweaked. Some of them need to be more cross-class compatible. And a lot of the side quests just need to be taken out, because the backtracking was what killed this game so heavily. Just backtracking from the slums to the church district, to the graveyard district, to the city center. No. Especially with so much scenery to get caught on. And just making it so hard at the end to find where those last few people were to warn them, oh, the ship. Have a cinematic for the ship leaving port. Have a cinematic for telling how great the heroes are. Or even just have a small segment of the city of Grant is beginning to rebuild after the devastation it suffered at the hands of the Mephistian Cult. Do something with it. Don't just say, oh, congrats, you killed yourself, or congrats, you killed your allies. Don't do that. Just if you're gonna do that, have like also have a little in-game cinematic of the character getting possessed, you know, or the characters being swirled around by a dark purple energy. Have some actual physical presence of Mephisto rather than just, oh, you're gonna fight your main character now, or you're gonna have to kill your allies now, and have something. Have it mean something. Just something. I can't even call that bare bones. It doesn't even feel like there were bones to put meat on. But yeah, the gameplay isn't... The soundtrack is so lackluster it doesn't even border commenting on. If I did scores, I honestly would have to give this a 2 out of 5 or 2 to 3 out of 10. This game is not... It's not worth what they're charging for it. I'm sorry. The scenery is nice. The combat looks good in theory. But I think I want to say Final Fantasy Tactics did this kind of combat better. And that was, what, 10, 15 years ago? So, that's it for Black Legend. Would have actually been nice to fight Mephisto as like a descent or a rise of a demon from hell or something like that. But that's all I've got. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Feel free to leave a like and a comment, maybe subscribe. And as always, if we're stuck inside a town that's overridden by vile cultists of uncertain to have existed demon or cult leader or whatever the hell Mephisto actually was, because we never actually had any proof, we might as well game until we're run down by the vile religious leader of the city who's been deluded by said demon. I don't know where I'm going with this, I'm just dragging this out for no reason. I'll see you in the next video game. Bye-bye.